buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic.
Folks, Joe DeRosa here. Welcome to Taste Buds. Why am I doing the channel alone? Well, sometimes I do it alone because Sal's not here and the guest doesn't know it. And sometimes I do it alone because of this.
It's bad, and the time keeps changing. So it's just, if we have to be done by 12:30, there's no way we're going to.
I pushed Ian to 1, so.
Can they come after Cosby?
What's your ETA now?
I just looked at it and I'm like, we're not going to make it. So we were like, let's just start heading up towards our studio because we're going to bank some podcasts of our own today.
That's cool. If you guys could my day up anymore, I'd appreciate it. Jesus Christ. No. I just pushed everything back because you guys were going to be late.
You said by 12:30, and I'm looking at this thing on the Waze, and it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back.
What's the Waze say now?
Well, then I changed the address. We just made the call we're like, well, fuck it. There's no way we're going to make it, so let's just head up to our studio.
All right. Okay.
Dude, I'm super sorry. I didn't realize you had a second thing, and I really didn't know we were getting out of that Jim and Sam. I was there at 9:00, and I didn't know I was going to be on for 2 hours. Normally, when they have me on, it's like 20 minutes.
They usually end at 11. All right. Let me try to move this stuff back up.
Yeah, dude, I am super sorry. Are you out and about tonight, or are you laying low?
Yeah, gotta lay low.
Okay.
All right, man. All right, I'll talk to you guys.
All right, buddy. Sorry, love you.
That's bullshit. They didn't feel like coming down.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to go and record, and I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Fucking furious right now. I don't know. We just lost the whole episode. So there you have it, folks. Our guests today have canceled. Who were those guests? One Steve Byrne and one Joe Gatto. They were supposed to be here.
I love the way they canceled on you.
From a car. From a Lincoln Town car, they call and they cancel, saying that the tree lighting ceremony has made Midtown completely cut off. What? What is this, a Seinfeld episode?
Sounds like one of their jokes, man. One of those impractical jokes.
I know, yeah. Am I being impractically joked right now? Did they ever have a term on their show? They needed a term like punked. There was never
No, they never had a punk
I just
thing.
got gattoed.
You sure did.
We just got gattoed.
You got deep gattoed.
We got burned. That's a good one. Sick burn. Sick burn. That's
I came here
one.
while you were showering to set this up, and then they canceled on you.
So anyway, folks, I'm now doing the episode.
Do you think they were ever in the car, by the way? Do you think the car ever existed?
I don't think Steve Byrne and Joe Gatto were ever in the car. I don't think they were ever. I think they were in their studio uptown to record their podcast the entire time. I don't even think they're in Manhattan. I think they're out wherever the hell they live.
I should see if they were really on Jim and Sam. Let me see.
Yes, they claimed that they were on Jim and Sam.
Shout out.
Shout outs to Jim and Sam. I love Jim and Sam. They're one of. But did I? I didn't shit on Jim and Sam at all, did I?
No.
To Steve?
No.
If I did, it wasn't shitting on Jim and Sam. I was just just giving Steve grief.
Yeah. At one point, you said no one's ever stood me up for Sam Roberts.
Well, that is true. That is true. Nobody has ever stood me up for Sam Roberts before. But yeah, no.
It's confirmed they were on Jim and Sam, so they didn't lie about that.
Which, by the way, Jim and Sam ends at
11.
11, and then they're like, we just at 11:50. See, we don't have the first call on tape.
No,
we only have the second call on tape. The first call was, they said that they were on Jim and Sam, and they just got done. That was at 11:17. You didn't just get done. You stood around talking for another 17 minutes. That show ends. I've done Jim and Sam many times. I've done many serious shows. That has to end on the nose. Yeah. So you say, I have to go now. I have another thing to get to. Because I'm promoting the reason we're going to have Steve here, the reason Steve called me 8,000 times to be on the podcast was to promote his new special. That's why.
Did you watch any of his special?
I haven't watched it yet. Okay. And now I never will. But he called me 8,000 times to because he was coming to New York to do press to. And I said, Steve, we got it. Let's do it. Why don't, and better yet, let's have you and Joe on. You guys promote your podcast too.
Not only did they blow you off, they still got their plug.
Well, I didn't plug the podcast, and I didn't say the name of Steve's special. Then we moved. We start today, people. People, we start today. Pimp shows up at 9:45 a.m. because Gatto says he's got to do it at 11 a.m. or it's a no-go. We start the whole recording day. I moved the other guest around them. Now we got guests coming. We got this. Folks, Joe DeRosa here, and I am coming to you live. Starting this week, I'm going to be in St. Petersburg, Florida, where at Coastal Creative doing We'll See You in Hell Live this coming Thursday with my buddy Pat Walsh, and I believe a special guest is going to be there. Also, on the 9th and 10th, I'm doing my show, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, also at Coastal Creative. On December 14th, hitting New York, the Crane Theater. Once again, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden. Bringing the show down to Austin, Texas, January 13th and 14th at the Vulcan. And then New York again, Levittown, New York, at Governor's, January 20th and 21st. Come and check out all these shows, more being added all the time. Stay tuned. Get all your show tickets and all your show info at joederosainfo.com. Also, please check out We'll See You in Hell, my movie podcast with Pat Walsh. We are over at we're at patreon.com/WSIYH podcast. You can get all the new episodes there, and the back catalog is available online wherever you get your podcasts. And finally, Joey Rose's, my bar and sandwich shop, is now open 7 days a week at 11:30 a.m. every day. Drinks and sandwiches all day long. Come through. Thank you for the support. We've turned a year old. I can't believe we made it. This is amazing. Thank you, guys. We couldn't have done it without you. Come see us. And if you want info about the bar and sandwich shop, joeyrosesnyc.com. Thank you. Anyway, Pimp and I are here. Why? Because the taste buds ship does not sink, folks. It keeps going no matter what. This is like in Private Parts. Did you ever see Private Parts?
Yeah, of course. Classic.
Yeah, this is like when it keeps dwindling down. Everybody keeps getting fired or leaving the show. Yeah. And then it's finally Stern just in that room by himself reading the news and then like reacting to what he's reading. This is what this is like at this
Getting
point.
there. It's almost a manic episode.
Which means we're going to come back and we're going to be stronger than ever.
Oh,
we're going to be stronger than
ever.
Today we're going to talk about carrots versus, I mean, we don't have to.
Cauliflower. I mean, why not?
You got excited about, we had a couple topics. Well, actually, the poll went out.
The poll's out. I have no problem.
So let's just do it. Carrots versus
I'm
cauliflower.
A salad guy. I love it.
I actually do feel quite strongly about this, and I'm upset that this battle isn't happening
What
with
side are you on?
the guys that took it. Carrots.
Your carrots. Okay. I could see you as a root vegetable guy.
I'm team carrots. Gatto and Steve were team cauliflower.
Interesting.
Which, you know.
I've never imagined cauliflower entering Joe Gatto.
Well, he looks fairly in shape, no? Sort of?
I don't know.
He's got dad bod, but I mean.
Looked at his shape. I don't know. I remember
I've seen him with his shirt
Joker's
off.
was about his belly.
I've seen him with his shirt off. He's got a gut. He's got that, like.
He's funny, man. He's funny as hell. He's got a funny body. It's, like, hilarious.
He's got funny body? What do you
Yeah, where like the belly comes out. He's got like old man Italian belly where it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not just despicable.
But he looks like he looks like a guy that enjoys a meal, but he doesn't look. What I'm getting at is he doesn't look like a junk food guy. He just looks like a hearty.
That's fair.
He eats heartily guy. Steve's in pretty good shape from what I remember.
He always has a raincoat on.
He does.
That man is always in a
coat. Or
a
suit. He's wearing a suit.
Were you ever on his show? Didn't he have a TBS show?
I was on it once. It was nice of one of my best friends to give me one line.
By the way, what'd you do for Thanksgiving? I can't even imagine.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh no. Well, I know we were at that party at Joey Rose's. That went good.
Oh, well, that was Black Friday.
Yeah.
Shout outs to all the supporters that came out to the Joey Rose's party on on Black Friday. I almost said New Year's Eve. On Black Friday. Shout outs to all of you. Thank you. We had a rousing affair on Black Friday to celebrate, commemorate. I mean, are you ready for this, Pimp? 1 year. We hit 1 year.
It flew by, too. It
flew
by, man.
1 year, which is insane. I almost feel like today, instead of battling carrots and cauliflower, because we feel like we have to, because we lost our guests and we put the poll up, I feel like we could almost do a taste buds today about what the last year of running a food establishment has been like.
Yeah, please. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We can save the battle. Whatever you want.
We can save the battle.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be mad that you and I aren't.
I would love to hear your evaluation of cauliflower.
Well, but I'll save it for when we do it, because here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. We could absolutely. That's a battle that all we need to do is find somebody that's passionate about cauliflower, and then I want to save everything I would say about cauliflower. But cauliflower is one of the few I'll say this much now to tease it. Yes, I am team carrot, and cauliflower is one of the few vegetables that in my older age avoid at all costs at this point.
Interesting. Well, they made it hip again. They serve it with Parmesan cheese on it.
I love that. People that don't eat meat think it's like a healthy way to eat wings. Like, no, I just dunk deep fried cauliflower in blue cheese and hot sauce. It's healthy. It's like, all right.
The health crazes.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get to it. But my point is I don't know, or should we just do it right now?
No, I don't care. I'm just gonna bring up some stuff I had just thought was interesting. I'll run it by you. We could just do a podcast. We don't have to argue.
Look, we could do the first ever. I'm battling. I'll do the whole battle myself.
You want to do both sides?
I'll do the whole battle myself.
He's fighting himself.
Yeah, I'll do you, and you chime in wherever you feel. Yeah,
I got you.
Let's go. Let's
Joe fights Joe.
I mean, I know what team I'm on.
I like it. This is a manic episode. We might as well.
I do this on most nights on this couch by myself.
Is that what happens?
A lot of debates happen, but right here alone with just me.
What was the last lonely debate that happened?
Happened after Thanksgiving dinner when I got home.
Oh, no. Yeah, you got me interested now.
I replayed a lot in my head as I sat here alone drinking whiskey. It was a hell of a night. Oh, I painted something new. You want to see my new painting?
Face. Yeah, you want me to pass it?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to add anything to this yet, but this is my latest thing that I'm working on. I actually think this is pretty cool.
I like it.
This is my latest. It's a... Where are we at here?
Yeah, you're good.
Is it on camera?
Yeah, it's a wide shot. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a silver face.
I like it.
With, like, pink clouding over it. And I don't know if I'm going to add anything to it.
No.
I think it needs something. I can't put my finger on it, but, like, it needs something. But...
I don't know.
Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. That's
like it.
kind of
cool.
interesting if that's just on your wall like that.
Definitely feels very Chinatown.
You know? What does that mean? That
I don't know. It just looks like art that would be
nothing against Chinatown, but that sounded like an insult.
Oh no, just because we're in the vicinity of. So
oh, okay. Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it needs I don't know. But anyway,
I dig it. It's trippy. You just throw it on the table.
I was gonna write on it. Because I like sometimes doing these when I put text or something.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I was gonna write on this. Well, I don't want to tell you what I was gonna write on it. I might just do it.
Secret.
Anyway.
Okay. What are you planning with all these?
I don't know. I just am finding it incredibly cathartic to paint and to create art on different canvases.
I've been dying to do an art gallery with all the fan art. Maybe there'll be a DeRosa section of the gallery.
Dude, I've got I'm not kidding. I've got about 8 or 10 pieces in that red thing over there.
Oh, wow.
That chest. And then I've got a few on my walls that I hung up that I did a long time ago that I'm proud of, and I'd happily put up.
That'd be cool. We should just do it.
You know,
It's fun.
just see
fun
what people
event.
think.
Yeah. Sell some tickets.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, folks. The No Presh Art Show, coming soon to a deli near you.
By the way, you saw the new Mario trailer with Chris Pratt as Mario?
Yes.
It's despicable.
We've talked at length about this on We'll See You in Hell.
Okay.
So I don't have much more to say about it, but the bullet points are, I think it's crazy that they didn't get the original, the guy that's made the Mario voice famous to be Mario.
It's a monster.
That said, I also can't stand that Mario voice, so I don't.
Oh, wow.
I was always a bigger fan of like Brooklyn Mario than like woo me, and all that. But at the same time, it's like, as dumb as I think this collection of people is, like this star-studded affair of Super Mario Brothers is, I do think the movie actually looks good, and I do think it's funny that John Leguizamo was complaining about the lack of diversity, because I was just like, is this where we're looking to lead us? The Super Mario Brothers movie? Come on, guys. Anyway.
Yeah, that was really stupid.
Those are all my takes. But
I did want to run this by you, too. There's a new thing called dump dinners. Have you seen it? Here, I'm going to pass this to you. Have you seen this?
No.
It's where a family actually they have like a disposable tablecloth and they dump the food right on the table. And it's supposed to be some kind of new diet thing.
It's not a diet thing. It's people that are so fucking lazy and think that they have to do anything to make their children eat. It's common. This is a common problem parents have with children, getting the kid to eat. Kids don't want to eat a lot of the time because they don't want what it is
I've
you're
seen
serving.
people do this without kids. Kids just happen to be in this video.
It's over, people. It's over. But do you know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, if I didn't want to eat dinner, it was like, okay, you're going to sit here until you eat dinner, and then you don't get to watch TV. You don't get to do any of these things. You sit here until you eat dinner. You have to eat dinner, and you have to eat the dinner we're serving you because that's the balanced meal we're providing you. Too bad you want McDonald's tonight. You can't have it. You have to eat the salad and the fish or whatever the hell it was. And it's like insane to me, man. Like people are like, oh, I just don't know what to do with my kid. Like I try to get it. And then what we do is we'll let them. So then people let their kids bring their phone to the table and then their iPad to the table. And then they're this. And it's like, for Christ's sakes, people, stop trying to be friends with your kids. Discipline your kids. You're not a tyrant for making your child eat dinner. And you're not cool for dumping shit all over the table. I mean, look, I get it. Once in a while, if it's like a fun, we're going to do it's Friday, we're going to do fun dump day. I get that. But I have a feeling that's not what this is. I have a feeling this is a Tuesday night in this house.
A Christmas tree.
I mean, it's like those seafood places do it. I guess it's sort of similar. But at least the seafood places, it's sort of like, it's like contained food, as they sometimes call it. Like, to me, it's different to like go to a seafood place and pull a clam that has a shell on it and whatever out of a bake thing that they dump.
Oh,
then like what that person is doing, where it's like there was like powder and dust and whatever the fuck that
It
was.
was like pasta with Parmesan cheese. Like right now, on your table, if we put a tablecloth and you dumped a thing of pasta and sauce,
disgusting,
and ate off the table.
So that's my point. Is like you're putting your fingers into other shit people are putting their fingers into. At least with a clam bake or something, you're touching a part that you don't eat. Mm-hmm.
There's a vehicle. There's a vehicle.
Or even like the corn cobs in it or whatever, or even the potato. You're grabbing a potato. People don't have their fingers in that potato, in theory. You dump pasta on the table. People are putting their fingers into what you're grabbing. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. People are disgusting. You can't. Pat Walsh always says you can't leave the house, and he's right. You can't leave the house anymore. I can't look at anything anymore. It just makes me sick.
I just watch the news now, and you don't even know what to do with yourself. Everything's just killing you.
Get your farm fresh pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. How? With Hello Fresh. You're skipping the trips to the grocery store because you can count on Hello Fresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit, especially now during the holidays. All right? We're right in the thick of it, and it's a busy time of year, and it's easier than ever to create those chef-crafted recipes and using pre-portioned ingredients. Why? Because it's all delivered right to your door again from Hello Fresh. You don't have to spend time prepping and planning and all that stuff. You don't have the time. It's the holidays. Get to the cooking and the eating. You need dinner in a hurry? Of course you do. It's the holidays. HelloFresh's quick and easy options like 20-minute meals and easy cleanup recipes allow you to do so you can enjoy your good time around the dinner table with the loved ones and less time in the kitchen. Over 35 weekly recipes. There's something to please everyone. You can also easily customize, which I like. You can customize recipes. You can swap out proteins, swap out sides. There's over 35 weekly recipes. There's something here for everybody, and you can easily customize your recipes by swapping out proteins or sides. I really like that. So it makes it, though, if you have a certain dietary restriction or preference, this is accommodating for you. HelloFresh is great. So go to HelloFresh.com/tastebuds65 and use promo code tastebuds65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/tastebuds65 and use code tastebuds65 for 65% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Folks, winter is here, and I want to talk Miracle. Miracle. Why do I want to talk Miracle? Because here's the thing. When it comes to sleeping, the right temperature is key. That's the most important thing for me. I have struggled with it in the past. I have been too hot, too cold, too this, too that. Can't stand it. Hurts my night of sleep. Makes me groggy and grumpy in the morning. And Miracle has created an amazing silver-infused type of bed sheet that was inspired by NASA that allows a perfect temperature to be maintained all night long. Did you know that the temperature at night can have one of the greatest effects on your sleep? Because here's why I ask. I know I said it affects me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until somebody explained it to me. And you'd think it'd be obvious, but it's not necessarily obvious. That's why Miracle is great. Trust me. You think you're having a hard time sleeping? It might have something to do with temperature. All right? Traditional bed sheets also can harbor more bacteria than a toilet seat. That's disgusting. That can lead to acne. That can lead to allergies. That can lead to stuffy noses. It's just gross. Miracle brand offers a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bedding, such as sheets, and it doesn't stop there. There's pillowcases, there's comforters, and these prevent 99% of bacteria and require 3 times less laundry. That's the other thing. I don't have laundry in my apartment or my building. I have to go to a laundromat. I don't want to go often, and I want my sheets to stay clean. This helps. And also, if you have a laundry in your house, you're going to save a lot on water and all that stuff. All right. Again, self-cooling properties for a better quality sleep with the silver-infused fabrics originally developed by NASA, self-cleaning, luxurious also, comfortable, quality stuff here, and they make a great gift. So, enough. You're going to try Miracle by going to trymiracle.com/tastebuds. Again, trymiracle.com/tastebuds. And today, here's what you're going to get. Special deal. Our listeners save 40% off, and be sure to use that promo code tastebuds at checkout to save even more and get 3 free towels. Miracle is so confident in their product, it's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you aren't 100% satisfied, you'll get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle brand. Go to trymiracle.com/tastebuds and use the code tastebuds to claim your 3-piece towel set for free. Plus, you're going to save 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/tastebuds. Treat yourself or a friend or a loved one this holiday season. Thank you, Miracle Brand, for sponsoring this episode.
Like now they're saying plant-based diet can cut bowel cancer risk by 20%. Do you think that's worth the trade-off?
Well, I think a plant-based diet is good. I would never argue that it's a bad thing to do. But, can it cut bowel cancer by 20%? I don't know. Who the hell knows?
I don't think it's worth. I love meat. I couldn't do plant-based. 20%'s not a lot.
There's keto people that would say the opposite of that bowel cancer claim. There's paleo people that would say the opposite of that. It's
funny how diet and religion are kind of the same. Whatever God you believe in is God.
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do, dude? What are you gonna do? People that never smoke a cigarette in their life get lung cancer. It happens. It's like, it's. You gotta live. You gotta have a good time. You pick your spots. You don't want to, like I'm not saying go out there and eat, a Whopper with cheese every day for lunch because you only live once. Like, have balance in your life, but have a good time, man. That's it. That's all you can do. It's like, that's it,
People take it so serious,
It's by the way, let's talk some foods, like while we're on the topic of food on this food podcast, or the primarily based food podcast. You know what I had at Thanksgiving Day? The one highlight of my Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, no.
Life is... Thank you, BetterHelp. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. I mean that. I never saw these. I was in a supermarket with my cousin on the day before Thanksgiving, whatever that Wednesday is known as.
Okay. Thanksgiving Eve. I don't know.
Yeah, we went to a shop and or foods place, and we just went in to grab a couple waters, and I found chocolate covered Ritz crackers.
Oh wow!
Which are a holiday special edition. They're only out for a limited time. They're fully chocolate covered Ritz crackers.
That sounds deadly.
I was like, this is so weird. I bought. They had one box left. I guess they sold pretty well. I bought them because I was like, this is so weird. I want to bring it on Tastebuds and talk about it. I didn't bring them on. I left them.
You left them? Oh,
I left.
Man.
No, I bought them and then I left them. I left them in Jersey. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, no. What the fuck happened on Thanksgiving?
Man, sometimes things get tense. Sometimes things get tense with the family.
Oh, no.
I come from an Italian family. It gets heated.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I did eat some of them before I left. But they're really good.
Okay.
They're really, really good.
It's the salty and the sweet, or
yeah, I thought it was weird, but then they taste like what is that? Is that Pocky or Pokey? How do you say that?
I don't know. I never said it right.
It tastes like those things.
Those are really good.
Yeah, it tastes like those things, except a little saltier because Ritz crackers have salt on them.
Interesting.
They were good. They should do it all the time.
Did you see that new Mountain Dew flavor? They're trying to rebrand fruit cake as exciting.
Ugh. There's fruitcake Mountain Dew flavor?
Let me pull it up. There's a new Mountain Dew they're marketing that's supposed to make the cake your aunt bakes you cool.
But I mean, this is the thing, dude. It's hard. Ew, it's even the colors. The logo is the colors of fruitcake. It's green and red and brown.
It's terrible.
Who wants to look at a soda and see brown? Like, I know soda itself is brown. Like, I know Coca-Cola or Pepsi, the color of cola is brown. But, dude, you don't in the logo... Well, I guess A&W. I guess, yeah, root beer and stuff.
I don't know.
There's just... I guess a soda that you know for being, like, a citrusy flavor... When you see brown in the label, it's gross.
It's definitely the concept is terrible. Who's gonna drink this? But then that worries me. Are people in the country drinking this?
It's dark red color. It's fruitcake flavor.
Like this just feels like something they're gonna end up shipping the excess overseas. Like I don't know who the fuck could be drinking.
It's got
this.
predecessors. It's not a first. They did a
Wow.
holiday brew. They did Merry Mashup. They did gingerbread snapped and Cobra Cane. Mountain Dew for me. Never came back from being the extreme sports drink.
Yep.
Like, I was never huge into Mountain Dew.
When was your first memory of Mountain Dew? Because it just existed my whole life.
That was me too. It was like Mountain
it
Dew was the
already-
thing I would get if like they were out of Sprite. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'd grab a Mountain Dew, I guess, once in a while if they were out of Sprite or something. Or like maybe in college I'd grab it here or there to like mix it as a goof with vodka or something.
Oh,
But
God.
like
oh my
just
God,
like because
bro.
in my head I was like, oh, that'll be fun, and
Oh.
whatever. But like
It's tough.
I never drank Mountain Dew, and like And like I said, it never came back. Like one, and look, it worked for them branding wise. It is the drink of like
Remember
of
the
like
90s?
bungee
Extreme
jumpers.
was cool. Yeah, Extreme was in, and then Red Bull took it over.
Mountain Dew is the drink of snowboarders.
Oh God,
Snowboarders still a thing? Is that still a
I'm sure
thing?
it is. I'm sure there's gonna be comments, but shut up. How does everyone have no health care but they're snowboarding?
Yeah. So wait, you still go snowboarding? Snowboarding's like rollerblading. Is that still a thing? I don't know.
Oh God,
Is
yeah.
it still a thing?
I saw a rollerblade advocate on Instagram. I almost threw up. What are we doing?
Rollerblading. There are certain things where I'm like, I don't even know if that still exists.
You know what? Is anyone flying kites? What the
That's
fuck?
a good one, man.
What the
I
fuck?
see the only time I ever see anybody flying a kite is at the beach, and it's once every 6 beach visits.
Yeah.
It's not even like every time I go to the beach. Once
I think
every
we should
6.
outlaw them. They stink.
It's the most boring. Even as a kid, I was like, this bites. There's nothing cool about this. And I didn't think flying a kite was exciting until I heard the Ben Franklin story that you could tie a key to it and lightning would strike it. And then I wanted to do that, but I wasn't allowed.
I wasn't allowed.
Yeah. But that's the only thing about a kite that sounds interesting to me is that you could like start like electricity or fire with it somehow.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
But yeah, like there is nothing to me interesting about
My favorite
a kite.
store in the Hamptons was a kite store, and their rent was $100,000 a month. What the f is going on here?
How much was a kite?
Like $60. But they had designer kites. There was some that were like $2,000.
How much do you think they sold a month? I mean, how much could they have
dude.
possibly done?
It was like one of 8 stores in the town. I have no idea. Not $100,000. So I don't know. Rich guys just write off everything.
If you have a house in the Hamptons, you shouldn't be allowed to speak in public.
Dude.
You should only be allowed to speak to other people in the Hamptons.
Well, when they come to the city, they look at everyone in the city as below them, and they don't know the secret life of the Hamptons. I'm like, shut up.
I mean, look, I've been to the Hamptons on vacation before. It's a beautiful place. It's fun. I could never afford to go there regularly. I could never afford to have a house there. Let me rephrase what I just said. If you have a new house, if you have a recently purchased house, I don't mean like there are people that grew up in the Hamptons when it wasn't worth anything, and they're like, dude.
Well, I helped my parents find a foreclosure there. That's the only reason. Yeah.
There are people there that had houses that were worth $125,000. They're now worth $3.2 million or
There's
something.
also a trailer park. Shout out. The trailer park is where
That's
the real
awesome.
people are.
That's awesome. That's not who we're talking. We're not talking about this. We're talking about if you're one of the people that buys the house in the Hamptons so you can go to the kite store.
Yes.
You shouldn't be allowed to speak in public. You should only be allowed to talk to other people in that little desolate sandy strip you live on, and that's it.
They were brutal. Dude, I used to get paid like $5,000 to film a woman paddleboard so she could show her nieces.
Oh God. What the hell do they even talk about there? Oh, sand spurs are bad this year, huh?
Well, dude, I told you I saw Rudy Giuliani make a toast at a party I was working, and he said, "Don't worry, we're gonna take care of the sand people," and everyone clapped. And I'm like, "Who are the sand people? What are we talking?"
He means he's talking about Hamptons people, right?
No, he was making a statement about the country.
Really? So
was
you think he meant
bizarre.
Arab people? Which I am one.
So
I can laugh at the phrase.
What would he mean? I was confused. I'm like serving shrimp. I'm like, what?
I would be flattered to be called a sand person because it would be a Star Wars reference. So even if I was being called it racially, and derogatory, I would be like, "Ooh, Star Wars."
That would be you in Star Wars.
Yeah. Now people are gonna go, that's what Lucas meant. It was a commentary. No, it wasn't. Shut up. Shut up.
He was coked out.
Jesus. I don't think that guy's even ever had a beer in his life. Lucas is like, he was too busy revolutionizing Hollywood. Like, did you ever watch that documentary on Industrial Light and Magic? It's insane, dude.
No.
He created, there are no special effects in modern Hollywood without George Lucas. He created it. It's like insane.
I gotta watch it.
It's awesome. It's so cool. Like it's like he's awesome. But like I feel like he's a guy that has no fun. Like Carrie Fisher would talk about that. She in her one woman show she talked about it where she was like, she just said she goes, I never saw him change expression. Like he just never he's so serious all the time. Like And she goes, now that he's, I guess she was saying when he was younger. Now that he's older, I think he's got like a bit of a sense of humor.
Okay.
But I feel like he's a guy that has never even drank a beer. Like he
Yeah.
had no time for any foolishness.
But it doesn't seem fun though. It's rewarding, but I don't know if it seems fun.
He created a universe, and that's it. You know.
I mean,
He's
there's,
out.
there's only a few ways. I interviewed a guy last week. I sent you by accident who did every drug once,
Yeah, yeah.
and I heard what that was about. I think I'd rather be the sober guy who worked hard than the cracked out dude.
I think there's an in between. I don't want to be either. I want to be like the guy that works like a decent amount, but still has a good time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Man.
Oh God!
But
Can
do you want to
imagine?
guess? You want to guess what Mountain Dew's name means? It's slang for something.
I would guess that it's about it's the penal discharge of a bunch of a team of dirt bikers. That's my best guess.
It's
No,
slang for moonshine.
moonshine. All right, so I wasn't that far off mixing it with vodka. It was a booze at one point.
That's really gross.
Was Mountain Dew ever a booze?
I'm looking right now. It was made during the Great Depression. It was originally a mixer for bourbon.
All right, so see,
Yeah,
I was spot
wow.
on, Pimp.
Yeah, you were, man.
There you go. All right. And then it became the drink of parasailing.
It
At
says
some
it
point.
says the initial launch of Mountain Dew was meant as a joke that went wrong.
As a joke. What year was it
Yeah.
launched?
46 at the soda convention. Soda convention. We got to go to food conventions. That's cool.
We should do that. We should
That'd
do
be really cool. Get a booth.
fans. What do you think of this? What if we did some? And honestly, I want your feedback. I really do. What do you think if we did some travel eps? We'll call them of Taste Buds, where like the whole ep was like we go to a food fair in New York. Folks, it's the holiday season. Let's talk about getting motivated. We all want to lose weight. We all want to get our act together. We all want to do better things for ourselves. And it's very hard to do, especially during the holiday season. And that's one of the reasons I love Noom. Noom. They're a longtime sponsor of the podcast. They are a great company, and they do great things. I like that Noom Weight has a mental health approach to weight loss. They are helping you understand the psychological connection you have to food, your habits, why you eat certain things, how to change those habits, etc. I also find it interesting that Noom lets you understand why it is better to eat a certain food over another. It's not just look. We all know obviously it's healthier to eat grapes than a bacon cheeseburger, right? But one of the things I learned from Noom, and I've used this example before, is why it's better to eat grapes than raisins, even though both technically are the same thing. And it's because, well, grapes have more water. You'll get full more quickly. And you're gonna ingest less calories, less food for that reason. Little things like this, little tidbits like this, little pieces of information like this. Call it trivia, call it whatever you want. I call it tools that allow you to take a new, better, psychologically based approach to your weight loss and your physical evolution and mental evolution, we'll call it. The app is super easy to use. It keeps you plugged in every day. You're checking in with the app. The app's checking in with you. It keeps you on top of stuff. I just think it really works, and I think that it's the closest thing. A lot of people I know that have made a bit of coin in the entertainment business have coaches and weight loss coaches and things like that. I am not somebody that can have something like that in my life, and I know the average person also isn't. Noom, to me, is the closest thing you can get to that without the cost of that. So I just think Noom is great. And it's the holiday season. Now's the time when temptation is out there. We're busy. We're running around. It's hard to tend to yourself right now. Let Noom help you do it. So stay focused on what's important. You're going to go to Noom.com/tastebud, singular tastebud, Noom.com/tastebud. Sign up for your free trial today. And check out Noom's first ever book, The Noom Mindset. It's a deep dive into psychology of behavioral change. And that's available for pre-order wherever books are sold. Folks, this episode of Taste Buds is brought to you by our sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp. Why do we love BetterHelp here at Taste Buds? Well, because BetterHelp is helping you get better. It's all in the name. It's a good name when the name tells you what it is they're doing. BetterHelp is fantastic. Look, life doesn't come with a user manual, doesn't come with a guidebook, doesn't come with a way to do things or a breakdown. It just comes with what it comes with. And navigating life's challenges can make you feel unsure. Whether it's a career change, whether it's a basic lifestyle change, maybe a relationship change, maybe it's about becoming a parent, whatever it is, it's tough. BetterHelp is here to help you address the issues or problems or obstacles, whatever you want to call them in life, and get to the place where you are able to start solving and really analyzing and attacking those things and getting them getting to the core of them, breaking them down, fixing them, helping them become manageable. All of this stuff. I've been somebody who's been so overwhelmed in life so many times, and I hate it. It's terrible. It can make you feel isolated. BetterHelp is here to get you through that. Okay? I use BetterHelp. That's the best endorsement I can give you. I use it. I love it. It has been life-changing for me. They've connected over 3 million people with licensed therapists. It's convenient. It's accessible anywhere, and it's 100% online. The world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp, has matched, again, 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists. 100% online, affordable. You go there, you fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched to a therapist. That's it. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. You're going to learn more and save 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/tastebuds. Again, 10% off your first month when you go to BetterHelp.com/tastebuds. Better, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/tastebuds. In fact, Pimp, given the fact that I am a proprietor of a food place, I actually could get us in and get us elevated access at like the one on like Pier 17 and stuff.
Hell yeah, dude.
And like we could go in and shoot and.
Well, we should set up a booth where you
try all the different boozes.
You should have somebody serve your sandwiches, and we'll set up a podcast station next to the booth and just film. Maybe walk people in.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be cool, man. I really like that.
That'd be fun. But also too, I'm curious with the fan thing. What about an episode though where it's us just going in, interacting with the people at the different booths?
Yeah.
And tasting things and and talking food with different vendors.
Why not?
I think that'd be fun. All right. Look, we don't have a ton of time. Where are we at time-wise here? I feel like we talked for a while here. Jeez, we got to get to
We're at like 30-ish minutes.
All right, let's get to the battle. Ready?
Yeah.
First ever in Taste Buds history, folks. A solo battle. A solo battle. I want every DeRosa hater out there to remember this day. Who was the one that kept the ship afloat when nobody was here?
DeRosa versus DeRosa.
Yeah. Pretty soon, Pimp's not even going to be here. It's going to be me with an iPhone yelling into it.
You'll be talking in the mirror.
All right. Time to BADTLE Buds. Cauliflower versus carrots. I am Team Carrots, and I am going to start by disparaging cauliflower to the best of my abilities. Let me return to my point earlier. Stop thinking cauliflower is a substitute to make everything healthy. Every fucking thing people don't want to have meat in anymore, they put cauliflower in. Or that they don't want to have bad carbs in, they put cauliflower. I can't eat mashed potatoes. I know what I'll do. I'll blend cauliflower up in a blender, and then I'll have a white paste that smells like dog, and that'll be in place of my mashed potatoes. Hey, I don't want to eat rice because rice is a simple white rice is a simple carb. I know what I'll do. I'll make cauliflower rice, and then I have rice that smells like a dog, and then I eat. By the way, it doesn't work really as rice. You know why? I've never seen sushi with cauliflower rice because number one, it would taste like shit. And number two, it won't work. It won't. Cauliflower is rice in the way that like tofu is a substitute for chicken or something. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I guess in a saucy dish where the tofu is going to take on the flavor of whatever the fucking saucy, whatever it's mixed in is, it passes. But like,
well, for me, it's
you
like
could never have a. You know what I mean? You could if you had something that was really like chicken based, like shredded chicken nachos. You could not use tofu as a chicken substitute or something. You know what I mean? That to me is how cauliflower rice works.
Yeah.
It works in a sense in place of rice in a dish where rice is a component, but it's secondary to everything else. You can go, well, it's, you know, I dumped beef and broccoli on cauliflower rice. It was fine. I couldn't really tell the difference. Fine. But if you're eating a true rice dish, like I've tried to do, like I've bought like the frozen, like, hey, it's fried rice except with cauliflower rice. It doesn't.
Oh, God,
where
sounds
rice
terrible.
is the focus, it doesn't. I don't think it works. That's my opinion.
I agree with that. It's like buying cheap vodka and comparing it to real. You know what I mean? Like it's Georgie.
There's something just off. Oh, I'll tell you what the something is. The cauliflower. It just doesn't work.
It's saying here it's an edible flower. I didn't know that.
Well, I guess that's why it's called cauliflower.
Yeah, it's an actual flower, and the part we eat is known as the curd.
Ugh. God, what an awful word. The curd? The curd? I hate cheese curds too, by the way. I hate the word curd. Curd has never been a good word. When milk curdles, it's bad. That's a bad thing. Like curd's gross. Anyway. And then again, like I said before, you take the cauliflower and you go, oh, I'll bread it and I'll fry it and then I'll dip it in blue cheese instead of hot wings. It's like, guys, you're probably, and I would love to talk to a nutritionist about this. You're probably getting, now look, if you don't eat meat, you don't eat meat. And if you're going, hey, I don't care. It's not about health. It's just about I don't eat meat because I'm animals. Okay, fine. That's different. God bless. Do whatever you're going to do with your cauliflower. But if you're going, I do buffalo cauliflower wings because I think it's healthier than chicken wings, I would love to talk to a nutritionist because I would be willing to bet you that you're getting more nutrition out of what's left in that chicken meat than you are in cauliflower by the time cauliflower goes through that process. When you saute vegetables, when you fry vegetables, all the shit that makes them worthwhile leaks out of it in that pan juice.
You ready for the comparison?
That's why they say steamed vegetables are the almost only, or raw are the two like healthy ways to eat vegetables.
Yeah, once you fry it, it's garbage. But it says the difference between cauliflower wings and regular is they are free of cholesterol and low in fat and saturated fat and packed with fiber and antioxidants.
Okay. But chicken cholesterol, sure, has cholesterol.
It says here with the sauce on it, like a wing sauce, cauliflower wings are 450 calories. It's the same exact calories.
Same calories.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There are dietitians that would argue that the caloric intake is the most important thing. There's so many ways you could slice
It's like religion.
Here's my point. You know what? How about this? How about this, vegetarians? You don't want to eat... I'm going to be a real hypocrite here. I'm going to be a real hypocrite here. Because I eat veggie burgers all the time.
Oh, no.
I ate veggie meatballs last night. I'm going to be a real hypocrite here. But now, here's where I draw the line. Meat on the bone. You want meat on the bone. You want a hot wing. And this goes for you boneless wings people, too. I can't stand boneless chicken wings. I hate it. Get the meat on the bone or don't get it. Maybe take that food off your thing. You know, and look, I'm guilty of it too. But let me digress here for a moment. Doesn't anybody just X anything off their list anymore? Doesn't anybody just go, you know what? I chose this lifestyle, so I don't get to have that anymore. That's all there is to it. Hey, folks, or this savage life chose me, so I don't get to have that anymore. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't get to have milk. Oh, no. I still got to have milk. So let me go get almond milk or oat milk. Hey, folks, I don't eat meat anymore, so I'm not going to eat chicken wings. No. Hold on. We can make them out of cauliflower. You know what I mean? Just don't eat it. Just don't eat X one of the foods off your list, for Christ's sakes.
You know what I ordered that you would hate? Cauliflower steak.
What does that even mean?
I didn't know
just
what it meant.
It's just a piece of cauliflower.
They cut it like a fillet. I felt like an asshole. I'm like, you just served me cauliflower for like $35.
What it tastes like?
just whatever sauce they covered it. It just tasted like lumps of nothing with sauce. It's a sauce vehicle.
That's the problem too, dude. With a lot of like now that I eat more plant-based meals than I ever did, that's tough, dude. You got to be careful. A lot of it is so bad for you because they drench it in this shit and sauce. Dude, I went to a vegan restaurant once. It was one of the best meals I ever had in my life. It was so bad for you. Like, dude, we were eating fried bread at one point. It tasted like Kentucky Fried Chicken. So number one, it's white bread. Bad. Number two, it's fried white bread. Bad. Number three, it was seasoned to the point that it literally tasted like original recipe KFC chicken. It was so bad for you. You know what I mean? We're eating these mushrooms. They were amazing, but dude, they were covered in breadcrumbs and like there was cheese and all this stuff. It's like by the time you get to the bottom of it, you're like, my God, the only thing I saved out on here was some cholesterol. And honestly, with the frying of this and the oils, I don't know how much cholesterol I missed out on.
I don't know if you know Rick Rubin was fully that vegan life. He gained 250 pounds from it.
He did?
Yeah, he had to lose all the weight. But dude, you pack on weight with that shit.
Oil has cholesterol, right?
Yeah. The fans are chiming in that cauliflower is diverse. Carrots only do two things.
Let me tell you what. No, actually, oil doesn't have cholesterol in it.
Oh, really?
That's weird. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That is.
It's okay.
So then why is oil bad?
Oils can be rich in unsaturated fats. You know, so that's the problem.
Yeah, a lot of the fans are chiming in that cauliflower can't stand alone.
Oh, but sorry. Overdoing it on fats and oils rich in unsaturated fats can contribute to your saturated fat intake. I don't fucking know. It's all, people eat whatever the hell you want. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I don't know if I'm coming or going. Everything they tell you, like you said earlier, it's a religion thing. Yeah. They tell you one thing's healthy. There's another guy in a white coat telling you it's awful for you. Then there's another guy with the mirror thing on his head saying it's bad. That's bad for you. I don't know anymore. Who the hell knows? I know people getting fat being vegetarians. I know people getting skinny eating nothing but fucking pork spare ribs for breakfast. I don't know what's going on anymore. Joe Rogan eats cheese, as far as I can tell, 5 times a day, and he's incredibly fit. I don't know what's happening. This is why carrots are better than cauliflower. Number one, carrots have flavor. Number two, carrots are in and of themselves a meal, meaning you can take a whole carrot, wash it, eat it, and it's an awesome snack. You can take that same carrot, dip it in any one of the dips you like to dip that cauliflower in, and that's great too. You would not ever take fucking chopped cauliflower and just eat it as a snack by itself. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Also, let's talk side dishes. Cauliflower on its best goddamn day couldn't touch carrots, roasted carrots, couldn't touch candied carrots, couldn't touch carrots in brown sugar. Okay? Now, I know these things aren't healthy.
Carrots and brown sugar.
Oh, dude, you never had carrots like baked in the oven with some brown sugar?
Baked.
Oh, my God, dude. It's unreal.
Oh,
carrots baked with honey.
Oof.
Dude, forget it, dude. Cauliflower can't touch this shit. I've had cauliflower, carrots, one of the staples of holiday side dishes, too, by the way. Carrots make their way into Thanksgiving. They make their way at Christmas, whatever. By the way, the most popular movie vegetable of all time, the carrot. Anytime you see somebody chopping vegetables in a movie scene, it's carrots. Every single time. Oh, wow. Have never seen somebody chopping cauliflower. The most popular cartoon vegetable of all time. Thank you, Bugs Bunny, very much. Carrots. Yeah. But here's the thing, too. Cauliflower has only ever made its way to a big meal, to the table at a big meal in my family, one way and one way ever. Broccoli and cheese that also had cauliflower incorporated into it. Okay. Outside of that, nobody gives a rat's ass about cauliflower. Nobody. And broccoli has made its way onto the table many times because you take broccoli and you prepare it in different ways. Broccoli and cheese is just the most fun, unhealthy way you can prepare broccoli. But sometimes that casserole in my family will be made also with cauliflower included. That's it. If you brought cauliflower to my Thanksgiving dinner, I swear to God, dude, I would swat the dish out of your hand on the front stoop of the house before you walked in, and then I would say, "Go home. Go home." I would let you sit at the table, the dinner table, and say racist things before I would let you bring cauliflower in as a side dish.
What a host.
I would let you be a racist uncle at the table before I let you sit there with cauliflower as a contribution.
Was cauliflower around in the 80s and 90s? Was that...
Yeah.
Oh, people were pushing it like they are now, or has it become hip again? Because I feel like...
No, it was
huge.
big. Cauliflower and
it wasn't
broccoli.
like kale. I always thought of them as the same thing where they were rebranded.
No. Well, I can't speak to kale.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about kale till I lived in L.A. 5-6 years ago, whatever it was.
Course.
That was where I first heard, where I first saw kale being used in
okay.
everything. So kale...
So cauliflower was around. It's always been in the background.
Oh, yeah, dude. Cauliflower, I'd say, was pretty big in the 80s and 90s. Like, cauliflower, my mom would make cauliflower sometimes at dinner time. I know what the fans are going to go, DeRosa, and they're going to put the two quotes. Never has cauliflower made. Next quote, my mom used to make, I said big dinner. My mom would make, when it was just her, me, and my dad, she would make cauliflower sometimes.
Okay.
It always sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked. It sucks.
Well,
it just sucks.
What's weird is it's cousins with Brussels sprouts, which I love.
I love Brussels sprouts too, to an extent, but even Brussels sprouts have kind of run their course for me.
Oh yeah.
I'm just over it. It's there's just a smell. There's a pungent nature to the Brussels sprout and to cauliflower that I just can't deal with as I get older.
Interesting.
It doesn't smell appetizing to me when there's leftovers and I try to save them. Opening that casserole that you save it in the next day, or the Tupperware, whatever, the next day to you're like, ugh, you just get a waft in your face.
You can't reheat it. Yeah, no, you can't reheat it.
It's like taking your underwear off after a long, sweaty day. You're just like, ugh, oh boy, I need a shower. It's just gross, dude. It's fucking gross, man.
Oh, everyone's bringing up the cauliflower crust pizza. That's the new fucking thing.
Dude, read the ingredients. When you go get cauliflower crust at like Trader Joe's, for instance, you read it. It's got potato starch in it. It still has white flour. It's got all these other things in it. It just has less of it. So if you want to kid yourself that eating a half cauliflower crust pizza is and look, cauliflower crust pizza, yeah, it's a nice little substitute. But guess what, folks? We're not talking about cauliflower crust pizza. We're talking about fucking cauliflower versus carrots. You hear me sitting here right now talking about carrot burgers or any of the goofy, carrot. I'm not sitting here talking carrot cake. Am I talking about carrot cake? How about that, though? If you want to bring this other shit into the mix, let's talk about carrot cake. One of the greatest cakes of all time. Okay?
What is in there? Cream cheese and carrot?
Cream cheese icing, carrot cake. One of the greatest cakes of all time.
Joe, I just found the dumbest thing. Cauliflower milk.
Let's go to the phones, Pimp. I think it's about that time.
Oh, God. I'm just finding a lot of cauliflower products. Cauliflower Cheez-Its.
It's disgusting. Stop it.
Cauliflower baking mix.
That you couldn't tell.
Wow, they're doing a lot. Yeah, let's go to the phones. They're calling cauliflower the albino vegetable.
Okay.
Joe's shaped like a cauliflower.
It's unnecessary.
Somebody was saying, I was hoping this is a which is worse. Cauliflower overstayed its welcome.
Yes.
It's confusing how I really love eating cauliflower, but every time I eat it, I want to gag.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I went through that phase, too, where I was like, wait, I like cauliflower. And then I would cook it, and I'd be like, I don't know if I like this. Mm-hmm. And then I would get it raw, and I would dip it, I'd be like, oh, I bet this, if I put it in some French onion dip, it'll be good. And then I'd be like, oh, this sucks. Like, it just sucks. Cauliflower, it just sucks. There's a T-shirt for you. Good.
Carrots are a fucking lie. They don't help your eyesight, and I refuse to eat a disgusting vegetable. That's also a liar. I did enough of that with my ex-girlfriend, cauliflower. dickhead.
Oh wait, that's a shot against cauliflower. I thought they were.
Cauliflower all day.
Oh, forget that. They're just carrots are just not disgusting. They're just not. Hey, let's talk carrot sticks, a child's favorite healthy snack. Little baby carrots. How cute are little baby carrots? I dare you to put a bag of baby cauliflower pieces into a child's lunch and watch that child run away from home. That's my closing argument about cauliflower.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's pretty much turning on cauliflower.
All right.
All right, you ready for the results?
Do we have a winner? Do we have a funny one that we can retweet?
Let me see. I like the ex-girlfriend one. That's funny.
right.
Hold on, I lost track of it. Cauliflower looks like the ghost of broccoli.
Oh, I like that.
Cauliflower wishes it was broccoli.
Cauliflower looks like the ghost of broccoli is very clever.
That's really good.
I like that. Yeah.
I love carrots, but I choose cauliflower. The taste isn't so dominant in every dish.
Nah, all right.
Yeah. The eternal battle between no flavor and bad flavor.
Also, dude, I'm forgetting about my God, your every stew, carrots.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Staple. Carrots. By the way, you make tomato sauce or gravy, however you call it, whatever your persuasion is, in an Italian thing. What goes in the pan first? Onions and chopped carrots or celery. Never cauliflower. Ever.
Yeah.
Salads. You add carrot to salad. It's great. You don't add cauliflower to salad. It sucks.
Somebody said if you pick cauliflower, you're probably a racist. Okay, interesting.
That's funny.
Let's see.
Let's give it to the ghost one.
Okay, let me find them again. That is Amy Hunt. Amy Hunt 1085.
All right, follow Amy. All right, folks, here we go.
all right.
Here we go. For plugs, check out the video at the top of the show. And, hey, you can go watch Steve's special. I guess it's up to you.
Oh, God. Let's see. The winner with 71% is carrots.
That's how I start winning the show again, as I start doing these alone. All right. I still love you, babe. I love you, too.
Taste buds. They coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic. I'm talking.